Happy Thursday, everybody. It is February 20th. Welcome to Houston Life. So glad to have you with us. I'm Derrick Shore.
And I'm Courtney Zavala. Of course, it's also Friday Eve. Thursday Eve.
Friday Eve.
Yeah.
Friday Eve.
This week has been really long. It's been really long. It's just been kind of
the good thing is
a little crazy.
February is a shorter month, right? But this is a leap year, right? And so leap day is coming up a week from Saturday, like the magical day, February 29th. When I was a kid, I had the hardest time wrapping my brain around someone having a birthday on February 29th. Thinking like, oh my gosh, what if you could only celebrate your birthday on the date every 4 years?
I know. I was just going to say, if there's anybody out there with special birthdays, maybe you need to post that on our Facebook page for Houston Life, because that's super fun.
And we're going to need a birth certificate for proof.
We need proof.
We definitely do.
Don't post your birth certificate, though, on Facebook, because that could get in just
No,
very
I'm kidding.
strange.
That would be bad. But we would love to, you know, toast you with a margarita or something.
Oh, at
or
least
some bubbles.
start with a margarita.
Also, you know what I want to see pictures of? I always love these, the pet photos. Today is National Love Your Pet Day.
It is. Well, I did not know that.
Well, did you remember to love your pet?
Sort of. Yeah, we did.
Did you have a little like special breakfast? How'd you celebrate?
Well, maybe it'll be a special dinner. I didn't know about this national holiday until like
It's
5 minutes ago.
There's a lot to keep up with.
You know what's funny is, speaking of, so can we always have our phones here in case there's, you know, social media or whatever. So I have this picture. This is, let's see. You want to zoom in just a little bit. That's AJ playing tug of war with Oscar.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Real cute, and you know he's super cute. Both boys are really cute. But this is Oscar later.
What?
Can you see what that is?
He's up on the like by the
Fireplace.
fireplace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walking around on the fireplace.
He's getting to know the house.
Yeah, that's unacceptable. You know what that is? That's bad. That's bad manners.
Bad doggy manners.
Oh, my
But you can't blame the
word.
dog, right? I mean,
I guess it's parenting. It's kind of bad kids, right? It all boils down to the parents.
Kids weren't born bad.
Yeah, I
Just
mean...
saying. Hey, speaking of bad manners, one of our producers, Beatrice, where are you? Come in here, at least give us a wave.
He doesn't have bad manners.
Come here, come here.
She doesn't have bad manners.
She doesn't have bad manners, but she shared a story. Come on in here just so you can wave to our... Come on. You don't need a mic. We just want you to wave and say hello. This is Beatrice, who's one of our hardest working staff members. We have a small team. They all work so hard. When I left last night, what time was it? Like 6 o'clock? Beatrice is always here working late, right? Yes. So on weekends, she likes to relax and enjoy and work in the garden with the roses. You have a beautiful home with your husband. Yeah. And, okay, I'm going to tell the story because I've already blown your identity. I hope your neighbor's not watching this.
I hope so, too.
Oh, no. Okay. Go back to work. So she was working in her roses the other day, minding her own business, right? All of a sudden, she looks up. One dog or two, B? Two dogs. The neighbor is out walking 2 dogs.
Okay.
And the 2 dogs are dropping 2 deuces.
Okay.
In her front yard.
Okay.
Not by the sidewalk, not the parking strip of grass between the sidewalk and the street, but in the yard.
Right.
Like deep into the yard.
Okay.
And the neighbor just sort of says like, hey, waves, whatever. He picked it up, right? But then went on his way.
Well, he picked it up.
Right, but don't you think it's strange if your dog is going in someone else's yard? Because even if you pick it up, there's still like a residue and...
I think it's terrible if they don't pick it up.
Well, that happens too, right?
It does, but I mean, the dog is kind of off sniffing, and were they on leashes? Don't know, don't remember, don't remember.
But also, wouldn't it make sense for the neighbor to say, I'm so sorry, they really had to go, and obviously I'm going to clean this up and make sure I get all of it. I just think it's strange if it's your front yard. I don't know. I don't think the neighborhood should be a free-for-all.
I've had dogs my whole life. Granted, there's been a little bit of a breathing room until we got Oscar, but I feel like if you don't pick it up, that's an irresponsible pet owner. But who cares if they pee or... You don't see the pee.
Oh, I would care. Are you kidding?
Do you know how many dogs have probably peed and pooped on your lawn and you have no idea?
Do you know how many yellow rings growing up? Because I typically mowed the lawn, right? And so at my mom's house in Utah, we had yellow patches all throughout our lawn because our neighbors would send their dog over. Instead of you know, going in their front yard and cleaning it up. The dog had a habit of coming to our yard literally every single time.
Yeah, I have a problem with not leashing or sending them off somewhere, but if you're walking your dog and he's got to poop, pick it up. What's the harm done? Isn't it natural fertilizer for like the gardening and isn't that kind of the...
It could be, but if left there, I'm telling you, we had a
But they picked it up,
lawn.
right?
Yes, but it was inside of my yard.
You didn't like that, in other words.
Could have come to another house.
Inside of your yard. Well, and that was the issue with my
Yeah.
mom. So the neighbors that she used to have, they moved away. We're all excited about that. And they would send their dog, Lizzie, this cute dog. She barked a lot. She was very fluffy. And she would come out. It was like her routine. They would let her out the front door.
Well, that I have
She
a
would
problem.
run
That
across
is
their lawn,
irresponsible.
within my mom's fence, her white picket fence. And then the dog would do her business on our lawn. So finally my mom said, hey, can you like have your dog just go on your lawn? And they said, oh, no, we'll pick it up. And she said, I don't want you to pick it up. I want your dog to stop using my front yard as its regular
I think that's
toilet.
a little different, though. I mean, that's just letting them out into that they don't want to deal with it in their yard. But like, if I'm walking the dog,
it's going to need to go
it's going to need to go,
right?
And so we have bags in the treat bag, and I've always walked a dog, even if Connor has a dog walking business, same thing. No matter what, I mean, that's the thing. You're walking your dog to get the exercise.
And the dogs need to go, and they need to go.
I have walked out and given people bags whose dogs pooped in my yard and didn't clean it up.
You've chased them down?
I didn't chase them, but I happened to have eye contact and said, just waited for them, and he just kept going. I said, excuse me, are you going to pick up the poop? Because I've walked across, I mean, we have boys. I've walked across my grass. They play catch out front.
Yeah.
They're always outside.
Well, right.
And I've stepped in dog poop when we didn't have a dog. So that I have a problem with. But I said, hang on, I'll go get you a bag. I went in, got a Kroger bag, brought it out to him, and said, here you go. I mean, it's not my dog. I shouldn't have to pick it up. But if it's my dog and I'm not going to send my dog out the front door to go pee on my neighbor's yard. But if I'm walking my dog or somebody else is walking their dog,
they should
and it have to
bags with
go,
them.
they should, yeah.
They have those great little bags now that fit in the, you know, that fit on your leash.
Yeah.
Beatrice, you have to keep us updated on this as well. And I truly hope your neighbor does not watch Houston Life.
I'm just glad they picked it up. At least they were aware enough to pick it up, you know? And then maybe you can have the conversation. If it's like maybe a one-time thing, who knows? But,
maybe your
you know,
roses will grow like big and beautiful.
Did they
with
poop
all
in
that
the
extra
roses?
fertilizer.
No, just on the tree.
Well, you know, we've had this ongoing thing with the cats. We've had some issues, right, with the cats where we've tried to befriend them and then we feed them and then they bite us and scratch us and it's this whole thing, right? In the whole front flower bed, it's still, I bought this, it's organic and safe, but it's I think it has cayenne pepper in it, and so it sort of trains the cats not to use your rose
You're burning
bush.
off their tongues, their little tongues?
No, it's organic and safe. It's just to teach them that that this is not your litter box, right?
Yeah, but are they feral cats? Is that what you're saying? They're cats that just have no owners?
No, I don't think they're feral cats. I think they are. Remember that cat we were feeding for a long time? It was the neighbor's cat, and then they moved away, and that cat went away.
Okay.
But if your cat is an outdoor cat, I mean, animal rights activists would say there should be no such thing as an outdoor cat because A, you're putting your cat at risk. They're hit by cars all the time.
Yeah.
There are other hazards in the neighborhood, and they kill millions of birds every year.
Well, you need to have your eyes on them.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
responsible pet owners.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating for me if I can't track down the neighbors and say like, hey, your cat is constantly using our flower beds as a potty, then I will go another route, which includes like an organic cayenne pepper something.
And where did you get it? Like you just made it or you bought it?
No,
Okay.
I think a plant store.
Okay, to like keep the, because I know there's something else I think too for like squirrels or something. I could be totally wrong.
We've tried everything. We've tried
Yeah.
orange oil. We've sprayed things down. We've sprayed the bushes with orange oil. We've dumped. It's a long process.
This is, man, we've got some serious topics today.
We do. We do. You know what came up the other day, and I think this is a good one, close talkers. Have you ever been in this scenario? Mm-hmm. I feel like you're about to say something. Go
No,
for it.
I cannot deal.
Close talkers, in case you've never experienced it, I mean, it's literally a close as in proximity talker.
I don't like it. I don't like it. You know me, I don't like to be confined in a conversation very close. And so when that happens, I am out. I just exit. I can't deal with it.
She really does.
I do.
I've witnessed this so many times.
Very good at ghosting.
I used to have a coworker who, at parties, at holiday parties, he would have a drink and then he would have 5, and then wow, the close talking really got out of control. And
then, like, the
I would find
spitting.
myself just sort of moving around the room, you know,
Yes.
shifting because he kept getting closer and closer. And I remember one holiday season, I was backed up into a corner and this guy was like right in my face telling this story, and I needed to phone a friend at that moment. I needed the escape hatch.
Yeah, I think in those situations, with something like that where the person's faculties maybe aren't all there, right? Then I think in that moment you can kind of like
Push them down and hope they don't remember.
Right. No, but like you can just say, you know, you can kind of like make it known that we're done with this conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think in that point, it's saving a whole lot of embarrassment on both ends of the conversation.
My friend Lewis, who watches the show, if you're watching, Lewis, hi, he gave me a really good tool, and it's a phrase. I think he learned it by watching a soap opera or something, because he watches television, he watches everything. And the phrase is, I hate to cut this short, but... And I think that works with close talkers, or even with people who, like, let's say you're out at a community event, but there's that one person who is determined to tell you their 4-hour life story.
Right.
But you have a lot of people to see and meet and family and friends and whatever. So I think that phrase, I hate to cut this short, but I really have to run to the restroom, or I gotta go, or I have to...
This conversation's over.
Yeah. Those would be your words. This conversation's over, but... this conversation's over.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a polite way of saying,
Oh, 100%.
I hate to cut this short, but I really need to find my way out.
Right. I mean, it sort of implies that I wish I had more time, right, to continue this conversation, but deep inside you're thinking, I don't ever want to talk about this ever again. Yeah, it's tough. And I find it really difficult, too, when I'm in a party situation like that, when things are really loud. You know me, my hearing is bad, and so...
It's not really bad.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I have I have iPod hearing loss and IFB issues from, you know, my right ear.
I just always thought you were ignoring me.
No, I can't hear.
Wow.
And so I play that. I'll use that card when it's loud. You know, it's so loud in here I can't hear, I'm not lying, but because sometimes I'm stuck in this conversation where I literally cannot hear what people are saying. And if it's just, you know, if it's I don't want to strain my voice, and so it's so loud. I'm going to step over here where it's less.
You do not want to strain your voice. I don't know if anyone saw the 3rd hour of the Today Show this morning. Chanel was talking about how she developed polyps on her vocal cords years ago, and now it's come back. Tomorrow's actually her last day on the air because she's going to have surgery to remove it. One of the culprits, though, is it's very common with like television presenters to develop them, but if you go to a lot of parties like the ones you were describing where you're straining to hear someone and you're straining your voice to speak, you are at risk of developing
I've had
those
polyps since 1st grade. So I had to go to a
really?
speech therapist to learn how to breathe correctly and to not push from, you know, when people talk and their veins are popping from their neck.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
But you never had to have surgery to
No, I actually corrected it, but I mean, laryngitis, I get it all the time, at least once a year. So it's based on that. If I strain too much because then I'm not breathing correctly from the diaphragm, which actually helped me a lot to learn that skill when you're sitting at a desk and speaking for 2 hours, or, you know, on a breaking news situation, because you're sitting and not upright a lot of times, right? So learning how to breathe correctly sounds silly to say that, but yeah, because you're breathing from here versus
your
down low.
diaphragm down here. If you took a choir class, you know you breathe from down below. We should
sing.
What?
I can't sing.
Yeah,
but
you can.
No.
You can. She's just being modest. But you do have great hair, and we are doing...
Oh, it's clean, thanks. Washed it today.
Well, I think we're going to do a little hairstyling tips segment.
We are.
On
you know, the
today's show.
beauties from the upper hand, Rachel and Cecilia, they are here. We're talking about styles you can build on throughout the week. When and how to use dry shampoo, that is the question. And dust off those Velcro rollers, ladies. We got a way to bring those back into your styling routine. I still have them in my drawer. I cannot wait to put those back in. More volume is better.
Velcro rollers. I never knew there was such a thing. Also, something really cool is happening. The Girls Engineering Festival. Lauren Kelly is in Conroe for the ExxonMobil Girls Engineering Festival, where hundreds, so great, of middle school students from Spring ISD, they partnered with female volunteers from ExxonMobil. And the event is really all about showing young girls that they can do anything in any field that they want. And if that happens to be becoming a female engineer, go for it.
That's awesome. And after the break, we're going to chat with Dr. Bernard Harris Jr., the first African-American astronaut to walk in space. He's going to talk about what he's doing now to inspire a new generation of students right here in our own backyard. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back. On February 9th, 1995, Dr. Bernard Harris Jr. became the first African-American astronaut to walk in space, a historic achievement that proved how far talent and self-determination can take us.
And now, 25 years later, he continues to inspire others to reach for the stars by supporting STEM education. He's joining us now with more on those efforts. And we were just chatting during the commercial break. 1995, can you believe that was 25 years ago?
I cannot believe it was that long ago.
It's also hard to believe that it took so long for the first African-American person to actually go to space. Such an honor then, and still such an honor today, because that's something that you will take with you forever.
Yeah, the significance is it had been 30 years from the day that I did my spacewalk that we did the first spacewalk ever in the United States.
And you were truly inspired by that. That's where it all kind of began for you, right?
Oh, yeah. When I was 13 years old, watching Neil and Buzz Aldrin land on the moon, that was my inspiration. I went running to my mom and said, Mom, I know what I want to do in life. She was a teacher, always asking me, what do you want to do? And I said, I know what I want to do. I want to be an astronaut. And she said, that's nice, but told me that I could be and do anything that I wanted to be. And, you know, that's all I needed to hear.
You know, Dr. Harris, this is so great because if you, the saying goes, if you can see it, you can achieve it. Yeah. And I think that's probably the drive, right, that your entire career, because as a young boy, you were completely enthralled with science fair projects. And I know as a parent to two young boys, sometimes when I hear those two words, science fair, I think, oh gosh, what do we have in front of us? But this is really, it allowed you to let your imagination and transform you into space, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So at 13, middle school, and a couple of years later, I joined the Rocket Club, where I got a chance to build my own rocket. We actually built a flying saucer. You're talking about being inspired.
Right.
That's all I needed. And then I had a teacher, in addition to my mother, who inspired me to do whatever I wanted to do and to show me what life would be like as a scientist.
What is your message now to other kids out there? Because obviously we're going to chat about the STEM education component, but there are so many young people who grow up with the same dreams you had as a young boy.
Yeah, I say do whatever it is that you want to do in life and match that up with your skills. I learned very early that I love science, and I love space science even more. So I was naturally would gravitate to becoming an astronaut. And so that's the first step, is figuring out what are your skills and what are the things that you do well. I firmly believe that we are born with certain skills and talents, and we use our brains to learn others and to enhance those things that we come in this life with. And if you match your head, what you want to do, with your heart, it makes a difference.
It does. You truly love it every single day and breathe it in. Besides being the first African-American to walk into space, that mission was piloted by the first female pilot, Eileen Collins. And to have the two of you during that time, what was that like for you?
That was pretty neat. Yeah. In the middle of the mission, after we had accomplished our spacewalk, we actually got a call from President Clinton, who congratulated her on being the first woman to go into space or to pilot a spacecraft, and me for walking in space. We also had a guy by the name of Michael Fold, who was the first British citizen to go into space, and so there were a lot of firsts on that. In addition, our mission went to the Mir space station, to the Russian space station, and that began this whole international effort.
That is
Really
so
fantastic.
cool. It's so cool. And I love some of the pictures that we've been popping on the screen. You were born in Temple, Texas. Houston is home now. And one of the things that's really important for you in your initiatives is to reach minority communities in Houston. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it really comes from my early beginning right here in Houston. Even though I was born in Temple, that's a whole nother story. We actually were living in Houston at the time in a place called the West Side, which we now call the Heights.
Right.
And that's the place to be. But back in the day, back in the old days, it was a very poor neighborhood, and not a lot of kids made it out of that neighborhood. And so I saw that, and of course having this educator as a mother that said that education was not only the way out but the way up, I took that to heart. And that's the same message that I like to deliver to kids. And I say I like to tell you when I'm talking to kids about all the things that I've done, not to brag about what I have done, but to show that even a poor kid from Houston, Texas can go into space.
It's so remarkable, and if you think about it now, I mean, the Heights area, Oak Forest, Garden Oaks, that whole section is booming with a STEM program, and the teachers and the students and the parents know how important this is to the future of science, to the future of our children, and I think that that's so great that we have you to stand for that, because one can't exist without the other. I mean, we have to have it, and it's so great that you're instilling the future and understanding that science and technology, engineering, math needs to be part of our curriculum on a daily basis.
Because it's a part of our life.
Yeah.
In everything that we do, even the studio is filled with all sorts of technology. And that's the point that I like to show young people, is to connect the dots with what they are learning in school with real life. And when you do that, they get it.
Right.
You see that aha moment come in their minds, and you're going to go, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We've also seen so many industries change, Doctor, at rapid speeds, and a lot of studies show that half the jobs of tomorrow don't even exist today, right? Yeah. And that is a critical piece of helping ensure that these young people have STEM literacy, right?
Yep. It's about teaching the basics that allow them to be prepared for the jobs of the future. And that means not teaching for the test, right?
Right.
And we can get in that debate and all sort of thing. But it's teaching skills in these fields, or the skills that are required for the fields of not only the future, but the now, so that those young people will use those skills to become the new innovators, the new inventors of the new technologies that have yet to appear.
And what can we do at home? What can we do at home to ensure that the STEM and sort of that fire continues?
Yeah, make sure that your schools have some type of program that emphasizes math and science education. Thank God this country is waking up to the notion that we need that, because we're not just competing with each other, we're competing with the rest of the world. And if we are not prepared, we're going to lose out. And we can't have that happen. And then it's encouraging your kids and helping them think past today. You know, we all were kids at one point in time, right?
Yes.
And I was in school, and the next thing, my next thought was, what happens at the end of school? I'm going to go and play.
Right, get the snack.
So it's more than that. It's more than that, right? It's more about, asking them to look further than today. One of the things I like to do when I go into especially elementary schools is I ask, raise your hand and tell me how many of you know what you want to do when you grow up. And that exercise is simply to get them to start thinking about what they want to do. Right. And just that incentive sometimes is enough.
Well, Dr. Bernard A. Harris, Jr., thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your time and also everything you're doing out in the community to prepare our young people for tomorrow.
Thank you for having me.
Come back and see us anytime.
Will do.
And in the meantime, if you'd like more information about Dr. Harris and the National Math and Science Initiative, you can visit the Scene on Houston Life section of our website.
And we'll be right back.
Him anywhere.
It's the most wonderful time of year. Crawfish season. Check out our ultimate guide to the best mud bugs in the Houston burbs.
See where the locals get their crawfish fix, from blue water seafood in Cyprus to crawfish and noodles in Chinatown. You can visit all 10 before the season ends. Just log on to HoustonLife.tv. And by the way, we want to know what you think after you try them.
Oh, yeah.
And by the way, Lauren Kelly, as we mentioned, is in Conroe right now for the ExxonMobil Girls Engineering Festival.
Well, she is there with hundreds of middle school girls from Spring ISD who are learning all about the engineering field. Hey, Lauren.
Do you want to know how to make a marshmallow rocket catapult launcher? Well, I don't really know how to do that, but that's what these girls here at the Lone Star Convention and Expo Center in Conroe are doing today for the ExxonMobil Girls Engineering Fest. And we're going to see their finished products coming up after the break. Don't move.
Message.
NBC Tonight.
Hey, very good afternoon to you. You kind of have to bring your inner sunshine out today. We've got cloudy skies, we've had patchy rain during the morning hours, and things will eventually clear out, but not probably until the end of the afternoon. We're on the very tail end of things, so we go through the afternoon. Some stray light rain showers still stay with us. They will exit from west to east. By dinner time, I think we are in general done with the rain. Eventually the clouds clear out, but 40s for afternoon temperatures, 40s for evening temperatures. And we get down into the 30s overnight tonight. Add to that the fact that we've got a wind 15, 25 miles per hour, even higher than that at the coast, and it's going to feel really chilly. Gusts up to 35 at the coast will prompt a wind advisory from 3 p.m. this afternoon until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning for coastal areas, so be aware of that. Tight grip on the steering wheel. In the meantime, it's just going to stay very winter-like. No snow, obviously. Decreasing rain chances. Temperatures, though, stay cold. Warmer into the weekend. Enjoy.
Women have made great strides in the workplace, but engineering has kind of always been a man's world. But this is 2020, and this is why we're here today at the ExxonMobil Girls Engineering Fest. We're in Conroe, and I am here with an actual engineer from ExxonMobil herself, Laura Wegner. Thank you so much for talking to us today.
My pleasure.
This is amazing. How many middle school girls from Spring ISD are here at this event?
We have about 450 girls total at the event from the North Houston area.
Amazing. Tell us a little bit about what each activity room is doing.
Yeah, so this activity room, the girls are building a marshmallow launcher, really testing their problem-solving skills and their ability to collaborate with a small, limited amount of resources.
With the engineering skills as well as the team building.
Absolutely. Their problem-solving and how well they can put things together and make an outcome that solves the problem.
You know, at what age do you think girls start thinking about careers and what they want to do?
I think really it starts around 8th grade, which is the age that these girls are. That's why it's so important that we reach out to them now as they're getting into this what's my future look like, to really ensure that we can encourage them on the science, technology, engineering, and math field.
Absolutely. And it looks like they're having a really good time today.
Oh my gosh, the height of the volume has been over the roof. Yeah.
Aside from the marshmallow catapults, what else are they learning here at this expo?
They're also learning how to, a similar problem-solving event, which is building a raft, but then they're also going to have a panel where they can meet other engineers from ExxonMobil and understand, well, what do you do in a given day?
It's so nice to be able to ask an engineer actual questions that you like to know.
Exactly.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to this table right over here. They are table 407, and they've been building this marshmallow launcher. Hi, Fola. Are you having fun today?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about your marshmallow launcher and what's going to make it work the best.
Well, we're doing it Angry Bird style. So we have a catapult, and we're going to launch the marshmallow.
Can you show us? Yeah.
Show us.
Yay! The Angry Bird rocket launcher with marshmallows tends to work. Good luck, you guys. They're going to show us how each of them work. If you want to turn around, these girls by table have been showing off how their marshmallow catapults have been working. And like Laura said, this is just one of the many activities here. I think it's such a great way to instill information about, you know, women in the workplace, women in the engineer field, and lots more. And I mean, they're having such a great time.
They really are. You know, it's only 13% of engineering professionals are women. And ExxonMobil is dedicated to advancing that number till we get more diversity and more women in our workplace in engineering professions.
Now, when I hear engineer, I'm like, oh yeah, you build things with numbers and blocks and things, right? What is a typical day in the life of an engineer like?
What's so exciting about engineering is that there really is no typical day. It's solving any problem that comes up. And while I was trained in chemical engineering, what I do every day is very diverse, and I know that I leave the world a better place. That's the best part of engineering.
Well, this is such a wonderful setup. I think we're having a really good time here. I'm going to go check on our marshmallow launcher. I'm going to see if you can give me a few pointers to make it work.
Absolutely.
For more information, just log on to HoustonLife.tv. We'll be right back.
For less.
Welcome back. Did you know the most common orthopedic disorder in newborn babies is developmental dysplasia of the hips? That was the diagnosis for one local family you're about to meet.
Well, Lucy, who is now 3 years old, was born with dysplasia of the hips and has now gone through surgery to fix the position of the hip and the socket to allow for normal development, thanks to the help of UT Physicians' pediatric orthopedic team. And here to share Lucy's story is pediatric surgeon Dr. Munleru, along with Lucy's parents, Amy and Matt, and of course, little brother. Hi, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so this was a huge intro, Doctor.
Yes.
And let's talk about when you first met Lucy and, of course, her parents, when they came to you. What were some of the signs? I mean, she was quite young when you first met her, right?
That's absolutely correct. She was just above 2 years of age. Typically, this condition is picked up before 3 months of age, but Lucy was unique in the sense that she had both her hips with this etiology, DDH. And when both hips are not developed appropriately, it's tough to pick it up in the early stages. So when she came to us, you know, Mom and Dad had a sense that something wasn't correct. They had a wonderful pediatrician, routed her towards us, and then we got an x-ray, and then it was, lo and behold, both her hips were not developed.
So not crawling, or what were some of the symptoms, Mom? I mean, maybe, Amy, you can tell us, because when you always say your parent, your mom intuition kind of knows, right?
Yeah, we knew. She started walking and had this adorable waddle. And everyone commented, she walks so cute, little waddle. And finally, I started to ask the doctor, is that normal? Like, you know, is one leg longer than the other? Because she wasn't growing out of it. So they said, no, she'll grow out of it. And then we noticed she had a popping in her hip. When she'd sit on our lap and lean forward, we'd feel it. So I started pulling on her legs, and I did see that one was longer. Now we know it wasn't longer. It just was in the wrong spot. But we went to a new pediatrician who instantly referred us to Dr. Munleru.
And Dr. Munleru, this is a common thing. I mean, we just said is the most common condition. And if a parent out there is maybe experiencing or seeing some of these signs, you say it's critical that they get in sooner than later, because the sooner it can be diagnosed, the more readily and easier it is to treat, right?
That's absolutely correct. So the earlier the diagnosis, the less invasive the treatment options are. So before 3 months of age, if it's picked up, a simple harness is all you need to do to get the hips to align in the right position. Now, a subset of those patients, either if they're not picked up or the harness is not sufficient, then they have to do more invasive approaches, by they meaning the medical specialists like myself, such as surgery, where you have to actually directly put the ball into the socket to allow the child's hip to develop appropriately.
And was that the case with Lucy?
So in Lucy's case, because her hips were out for so long, that was necessary. So what we did was we did an open approach. So we did a surgery in the crease of the hip. We got the ball, we put it exactly into the socket where it should be, or it should have been. And then we also touched up the socket itself too. We actually cut the socket bone and nudged it in the right direction. So when kids are amazing in their resilience and their ability to sort of do things appropriately once they're nudged in the right direction. So myself and my partner, Dr. Mansour, did this procedure first on one hip and then staged it with the next side. And then she's been doing the rest herself. She's been recovering, and as every year goes by and every month goes by, her hips are just more and more becoming like a normal hip.
It's really fascinating. I mean, we're seeing all these pictures here on the screen of the recovery and what was this like after surgery. I love this picture of the two of you. Super cute. This is really interesting, Doctor. This more common in females and firstborn children?
That is correct. That's correct. So the thought is that females are more prone to being sensitive to the mom's estrogen.
Okay.
So it causes them to be potentially a little bit more ligamentously lax. So when you have laxity, then the hips are more likely to not seed into the location, which is the socket, and then sort of ride a little bit out. And that's why females have a 6-to-1 or 6-fold increase in incidence or occurrence of this. And then the thought with the firstborn child, there's not proof as to why this is the case, but the thought is that because the mom has not had a child before, the uterus is a little bit of a more constricting environment, so it may push the hips a little bit further out as opposed to subsequent children.
And if left untreated, that can present a whole host of problems down the road, like trouble walking, pain walking.
That's correct. So children are also, if they have this condition, they're not picked up in some scenarios because they don't feel pain, because their bone is still mostly cartilaginous. As it becomes more adult-like, you can develop pain symptoms, lack of mobility in the hip, and then in the worst case, fulminant arthritis. People may know out there a person that were in their 20s and 30s that had to have a hip replacement.
Right.
Most of these patients actually had this condition probably that went undiagnosed and developed arthritis, needing the hip replacement at an earlier stage.
So interesting. I mean, look at these two over here hugging and loving on each other. Yeah. I love this. So Amy and Matt, walk us through, because of course the surgery I'm sure was scary, but a relief to know that your gut feeling and that the diagnosis is done and she's growing and healing the way she should.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We were just so thrilled to work with the UT team and Dr. Mulleru and Dr. Mansour. It was just, you know, a godsend to have these two surgeons do such a wonderful job. You know, it's a relief to know that she's not going to have any restrictions in her life moving forward.
Right.
You know, whatever sport she wants to play or activities, she's free to do that and, you know, move forward and live a normal life. And these doctors gave us that.
Yeah, she certainly doesn't seem to be struggling with mobility today.
No, and what a love
totally
bug.
happy.
Yes.
Lucy, how are you feeling, girl? Can you tell us? And this microphone is kind of crazy. How do you feel after you had your surgery?
Good.
Good.
You feel good?
What kind of sports do you want to play? Are you a soccer player?
No, tennis player.
Tennis?
Tennis player. Yes. I
Very,
love
very
that.
nice.
And you want to be a doctor? Is that right when you grow up?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's so awesome. She's beautiful.
And I know, Dr. Mulleru, when you were talking through the process of how this all happened and came to be, it does sound potentially to some parents like, oh my gosh, that
Super
was so
scary.
much.
Yeah.
But the good news is this story has such a happy ending. And as you mentioned, I mean, she's going to be able to, Matt and Amy, play any sport, do anything in life she wants to do because of your team.
No, that's so kind of you to say. I mean, Matt and Amy are the most amazing parents I've had the privilege of working with. They're such great advocates for their children. It's not easy. I mean, it's a long process. Yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of commitment. Your child's in a cast for so long, but it's worth it in the end just to see these guys be able to play and do the thing they're supposed to do best, which is
absolutely.
Yeah, this is a priceless moment right here. Dr. Mulleru, Matt and Amy, Lucy and Cal, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
Check back in with us. We want to see where you go with your life.
Yeah.
In the meantime, if you would like more information about dysplasia, you can visit utphysicians.com or you can call 888-4UT-DOCS.
And after the breaks, hairstyling tips for the work week, how to prolong your style and keep it looking fresh and clean all week. We'll be right back. Okay, ladies, are you struggling with fixing your hair in the morning? Or even worse, those dreaded bad hair days? Not when you've got this girl next to you. Rachel Gower and Cecilia Kerr from the Upper Hand Salon are here to plan to take out the guesswork of hairstyling along with our lovely models we're going to get to in just a minute. They are looking fine. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Okay, this is so fun. I washed my hair just for y'all today.
Oh, I feel so special.
Yes, it's good. So
It looks
clean
good.
hair. We're going to take us through the week on how to just kick it up a notch, right?
Right.
Okay, where do we begin? Clean hair?
So you have to start with clean hair. It's best to
Once
go
a week,
in
I get
and let
there.
Cecilia blow it out for you. But if you don't have time to do that, you can do it at home. That's totally fine. But the key is to use a really good product. So if you're going to do it at home, splurge on your product. And one of the ones that we love is the Orbe Gel Serum.
Okay.
So it gives you, Diana's hair is relatively fine, but it's really good for that because it gives you that smooth blowout with a little volume if you want it, but it's going to give you some kind of style muscle memory. So as you go through the week, it's going to be a great foundation.
And that's something you put on for the blow dry, right?
Yes,
While your hair
on
is
damp
wet.
hair.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's a step up from mousse.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the blow dry means we're using sort of a brush, not just our fingers, right? Asking for a friend.
Yeah,
Yes.
use a little technique. Oh, you know better and you know it.
Oh, girl, you know me. Less is more. I
Well,
can't.
the Brazilian blowout helps that.
Well, yeah.
Or
it
you
does.
can come in and have a professional do it. Because really, just spending that money or that extra time on that first blowout, it's really key.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
And then adding some dry shampoo on day one. It's really
yeah, so let's talk about dry shampoo.
Did you say on day one?
Day one, girlfriend, at night also.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Well, you nix the risk of residue when you do it at night. You sleep on it. And then I like doing it on day one just because it's kind of like an insurance policy. Like it's already there once you start accumulating oil on your scalp.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So Gold Lust, which is the Orbe brand that we really like, and we're actually running a promotion on Instagram, if anyone looks at Instagram. They actually tell you to use it at night because it absorbs in, and so you really kind of reduce, because the biggest question is the residue, right?
Listen, on dark hair, I mean, I look like a dandruff patient. It's not good.
So unless you're Diana and you're blonde, I know, and it's not a good look.
Yeah.
So you really, so this is a great thing to use it at night, but the other key is to really kind of layer it lightly.
Okay.
So, you know, you want to pull it up right here and spray really lightly, just about maybe 4 to 6 inches away, and do that a little bit on each side, and then that's it. You don't want to like really go at it because it's just going to make a bunch of a mess. It's just going to be a huge mess.
I love it. I have to tell you, I'm so excited about this next one because I still have my Velcro rollers.
Oh, I know. This is really fun.
I'm so glad these are back. Did they ever go out?
They should have not. I mean, with the flat iron and other hot tools, that's why women
I still bump it, girl.
Yes.
I still bump it right here.
Yes, there's no reason to have stopped, really. And it's a great way to avoid extra heat on your hair and to maximize on the day one blowout.
Okay, so we always want to roll back, is that right? And these are giant rollers. Does it matter?
You know what? Yeah, there are a lot of different techniques, but the one we're using today is the mohawk section, and it's like a veil that lays over the rest of your hair.
Okay.
It's wherever you part. So we have her parted in the middle, and that's why she's perfectly on center. It's a perfect mohawk.
But you can center it over a side part too, which is what you would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what she did is behind the scenes, so like this is a day 2 thing.
Okay.
So she used a little Mystify, which is a restyling spray. So it really just kind of reactivates the product that was already in your hair.
Okay.
And so that's the gel serum from here. And then she did that mohawk section like she showed you, and then she sleeps in hers. I don't think I can do that, but I can do it for an hour while I'm putting my makeup on.
Oh, I couldn't sleep in that with my eye mask and everything else that I have going on.
Right?
I believe in you.
Rollers are not staying in my hair.
Every year it's worse, right?
But
It's a vampire
I will
sleep.
drop off my
You have to
kids
sleep
with
like this,
Velcro
people.
rollers on my hair. I have no shame in that game.
But look how easy that is.
No, that's great.
Like there's no reason to not do it. And so that's a great day 2 look.
Now, I'm going to take you guys back to like late 90s. I used to put that massive spray in the Don't do that, right?
Well, you really don't need
You
to.
do you,
So
boo.
this, you do you. But this Mystify spray is going to give you
I took
that.
it to the club.
Yeah.
Sorry.
With the wings are wet.
when you start to put those rollers in, make sure you're completely detangled so that you don't have a big mess, because that's what's going to happen if you have too much product and then you add Velcro to that. It's going to be a disaster. And then if you have fine hair, you're going to start ripping your hair. So make sure you're completely tangle-free. Mystify with some
I don't want to get a
spray,
phone
and
call
then
at 8 a.m.
I know,
Go
and I
text
love the way
messages.
that this is just framing the face, and
Isn't
it
it
looks
pretty?
like there's no product in her hair, which is fantastic.
Right.
Kathy, you look great. Okay, we are rounding out with Corey, my beautiful friend Corey. Can I brag on you for one hot second?
Everything.
We all know Corey. Well, you might recognize her, but you're married to Jeff Blum, who we know, former Astro and current announcer. And wife, mom of 4 girls, triplets, and then the youngest is how old?
Oh, she's actually older. She's 16.
Oh, she's 16.
16 and 3 15-year-olds.
Oh my!
Yeah.
So she's not busy at all.
No, not at all.
I know. I'm so
But
glad that
she's
you're
my
here.
idol.
I know,
Corey
girl.
Blum is amazing. You know, Corey Blum's amazing, and she's also beautiful, and she has fabulous hair.
Yeah.
So she's frequently a model for us. Which
Yes,
we're
just
so
great
grateful
hair.
for.
What are you doing now? What is this?
Okay, so anytime you pull your hair back, no one has a perfect hairline, right? So now there are so many great products, like Style Edit is what I'm using right now, to fill in your hairline like you are a
So
Barbie
that's
doll.
color.
Yeah, this is color, and it also blends your roots if they're growing out a little bit, which is
Okay.
really handy, especially just between appointments and stuff.
But
like
it
that.
really makes your ponytail look fuller because you're covering that scalp there. But back up a second, because this cheerleader ponytail...
It's like circa Barbie,
It's
though.
awesome,
It's so
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
It looks so good. How did you do that?
You've got to make sure you put the ponytail in the right spot. So Cecilia has this trick where if you take the eye, the angle of the eye line right there, and you just go straight up, that's where your ponytail goes.
Okay.
And then she did did a cute little wrap around that, which is easy. You just need some hairspray and a pen, a couple of pens. And then, let's turn her around so you can show everyone how to do that flip. So the key to this thing is the flip.
Yeah.
The Barbie flip,
You can use a flat iron or whatever, but Cecilia's going to use, she used a curling iron to do it. And that's what really kind of tops it off. So that's the cheerleader ponytail, and it's super cute.
I love it.
It's classic and it's trendy at the same time.
It is, and it's like up and go. I mean, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Great
love
for
it.
day 3. Yeah.
I know. I'm going to steal all of these. I need bigger Velcro
Well, and here's
rollers.
the cool thing is that we did days 1 through 3, but you can recycle these. Like you can start back over here again, and then you can do a low pony on day 4 or 5.
I love it. Okay, let's talk about the Instagram special, Rachel, that you already mentioned a little bit earlier.
This is the product. So this is Orbe's Gold-Less Dry Shampoo, which is amazing. There's a million dry shampoos on the market, but this one's really great. Use it at night. We're doing $5 off at any of our salons. So you just have to go on Instagram, like our post, and follow us, and then tag Houston Life.
There you go, and you get $5 off. Great product. By the way, you can connect with the Upper Hand online at theupperhand.com. Ladies, thank you so much. Always great to see you. I have major hair envy going on right now.
You're next.
I need to see you soon, girl. There's much more Houston Life when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
Get it delivered.
Well, I hope you are ready to party because this weekend's Galveston Mardi Gras Parade is happening. Lauren Kelly will be live with a meaning behind the decorative floats you'll be seeing in this year's Mardi Gras Parade. And take a coat because it's going to be clear but a bit chilly.
And anything but salad contest, we're going to share how you're using your Brianna's Fine salad dressing at home with a recipe contest. One winner will get $1,000 cash, a 2-night stay in Brenham, and free dressing for a whole year. Much more on this coming up on tomorrow's show.
All right, we'll see you then.
Yeah.